Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually going to be doing a military related video. I have had a few people tell me that they watch me for military content, and I feel like I haven't made that in a while because, first of all, Jake and I were not married for the last year, so I didn't really want to make military spouse related content because, I mean, I did, but I didn't really want to make it because I didn't want to like expose like us being married and stuff and like wait till the wedding. But now we're officially married. So I'm gonna go ahead and share some tips that I've learned in the last year and some advice for new military spouses. This is just something that I've learned, and if you are a military spouse and you have anything to add, go ahead and add it down in the comments below so that people can read it and get some more advice. So a little bit about me before we get started. I'm Ashley Varing. My husband is in the Army. We're currently stationed at Fort Carson. We don't live on base at Fort Carson, so if you're interested in seeing our apartment tour, it's up there somewhere. That's a little bit about me, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm getting a little distracted by this. I have my bedroom window, like, blinds open, so it's getting hard to, like, focus on what I'm saying. So, something that we're dealing with right now, tip number one, when you're given a date, that's not the full date unless you have it in paper and writing, in your hands, everything like that, because we've definitely dealt with that a little bit this year of dates just moving and switching around. Don't think that that is like set in stone just because it's the military and they give you a date. That's like the date. It's probably going to change. It might not, but it probably will. So just keep that in mind whenever you're given any dates for like PCSing, like field times, dates, training dates, things like that. So just keep that in mind. Another thing that I've learned is to be independent. So Jake was gone probably 3 or 4 times this year, which really isn't that much. He didn't deploy or anything, but he was gone for about 2 weeks to a month at a time. That's usually like training type things. And when he was gone, you just have to do everything by yourself. So like you have to know, I mean, there's like little things, like obviously you should know how to do laundry and cook and clean and things like that by yourself. But like for me, the hard things were like going, I mean, I learned this from my dad, so I kind of had an idea, but he always taught me like just like things to deal with cars or like fixing things or like manly things. Just being confident and like going up and doing that instead of being like not confident and feeling like people are going to take advantage of you, because that is a big thing, sadly. I've had many times going to like get my oil changed and being talked to like I'm stupid, and I don't like that. So having to learn to do all that by myself, be independent, know what I'm going there for, doing my research, making sure I am knowledgeable on the subject so that I won't get taken advantage of. Also, along with that is like learn as much as you can as soon as you can, because if they're gone, like if your spouse is gone, there are things that you might have to do on post that you wouldn't have had to do before if you're new to this life. So learn as much as you can about like rules and things like that. But along with that, don't take anything too seriously. Like some people, I have done research because that's just what I did when I was getting into this life. I did a lot of research about what it's like, what happens, like anything that's just uncommon in like civilian life. I did a lot of research on that, and there was a lot of people that's, okay, maybe not a lot, but there was like a few people that would be like, don't wear certain things on post, drive under the speed limit, like just things that are a little too much. Like everybody's human. We're all humans. I don't know. It's just kind of like I wouldn't think to not wear leggings and a t-shirt to the commissary. Like that's just normal to me. So maybe times have changed, but don't believe every super strict rule that you see, like driving 10 under the speed limit just so you like are respectful to the post. That's just kind of like drive the speed limit. That's just normal to me. So I don't know. There were just little things like that that you need to look out for when you're looking for tips and advice, which obviously you are if you're watching this video, but don't take everything too seriously. Ask your husband or wife about it just to make sure, because it really kind of scared me to see all of that and feel like really just stressed. I don't know. So learn as much as you can. Learn what are the rules and what aren't the rules and what people are telling you that are the rules, that kind of stuff. It's just good to know as much as you possibly can. So along the same line of doing your research, make sure you do your research on OPSEC. OPSEC is Operations Security. It's basically just, in the easiest way to like put it out there, it's basically just keeping everybody safe by not giving out too much information. And like, you wouldn't want to post on Facebook where, when, like what time, where they're coming from, all that from like deployment. You wouldn't want to give details about that, just because it like is just safety reasons. So that's kind of common sense, but I would definitely do research on that to understand what is OPSEC and what isn't, because I'm gonna be honest, I've seen multiple posts and things that weren't OPSEC that people were like freaking out that they were OPSEC, like on Facebook and stuff. I'll talk about Facebook groups later, but learn enough about it so that you can like save yourself in a situation if people are trying to like freak out about something. But just overall, don't post stuff about secret information. Not secret information, but like sensitive information, like you wouldn't want to tell somebody, you know, all the things I said earlier. So another tip is take advantage of this life. I don't want to say take advantage of, but like, I don't know any other way to say it, but take advantage of what this life offers you. Free gyms, free healthcare, BAH, just like living in a different place other than where you're from. Like there's all kinds of benefits in being a military spouse, and I would just take advantage of that, because a military member decides to get out of the military and you don't have that stuff, it's gonna be like, I never want to look back on where we lived and say like, oh, like we didn't take advantage of where we lived and like really see the sights and like do all the things and get out and like not just stay on base and stuff. We don't live on base, but just in general, just don't stay out on base. Like go do things, understand your place that you're living, that kind of stuff. Also, I forgot, I like wrote this down, but free healthcare, BAH, commissary, PX, Veterans Day offers. Let me just put that out there. I know nobody wants to say that, but like a free meal for him going like out to whatever restaurant. There's so many Veterans Day deals, Memorial Day deals, things like that, that you should take advantage of, because a free meal is a free meal, you know? So now let's talk about Facebook groups. So there's gonna be a Facebook group no matter where you go. There's positives and negatives. I can't say this without laughing, because everybody knows that when you're a military spouse, you just know that Facebook groups are just a toxic place to be. People will complain, they'll call people out, they'll comment very mean things. People jokingly bully each other. Like, it's just a really bad place. So I highly recommend getting on the Facebook group but turning off notifications, just because there are like recommendations and things like that that can really help you. And if you're someone that can like post on a Facebook group and be like, hey, I'm blah blah and I'm this age and I'm from blah blah blah, I like to do this, we have kids, we don't have kids, blah blah blah, you can do that too. But just be careful on Facebook groups, because it is a sometimes scary place. Okay, big one, huge one. Don't forget your ID. Whenever you get your ID, stick it to your hip. Don't let it go anywhere. Don't put it down anywhere. Don't let it out of your sight, okay? You need it to get on base. You need it to get prescriptions. You need it to get, what else? To buy anything at the PX or the commissary or the BX or whatever you call it, the exchange. What else? You need it to get into the gym. You need it for so many things. If you're going on base, don't forget your ID. Don't forget your ID. I put it in my phone. So I have a normal case. I had a wallet case and then I just got a normal case, but I had it in my phone so that whenever I take off my case, I'll put my card down there, credit card, and I have my ID. I don't really want to show it, but I have my ID in here, so that whenever I'm going to the gym, I don't have to worry about if Jake's driving and I don't have my wallet, which a lot of people think that's weird that I don't like carry my wallet, but I have an ID and a card, so that's all I need, you know? So yeah, don't forget your ID. Keep it with you at all times. I've never had to get a new ID, and I don't really want to, because anything on post, it takes you like twice as long. I'm not gonna say everywhere, but like in my experience, everything I've done on post has taken me twice as long than just to do it regularly. Like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I can compare that, but getting my ID took a really long time. It's like a whole process. Like, it's paperwork, and you have to have your spouse with you, and it's just like a hot mess. I mean, I don't know if you have to, but I had him with me because I didn't want to do it by myself. But going to print anything on post, wow, it takes forever. Then going to get a prescription takes forever. Like, usually you just drive through CVS, you know, whip on in there, get your thing, drive away, it's all good. But on post, you have to like give them your ID, they pick it out, and then like you give them your ID, sit down, they get it all for you, they call you up again, and then you get it, and then you leave. It's great, it's free, it's awesome. But just don't forget your ID, because if you're in a situation, you're going to the doctor, going to the dentist, going anywhere on post, you need your ID. So get that thing, leave it with you at all times. Another thing, no matter where you're stationed, I know some places aren't the greatest. I'm in Colorado, so kind of have an advantage right now. But I highly recommend wherever you are stationed, explore the area, especially if you're somewhere like Colorado that's like just so beautiful. There's so many things to do here. There's so many places to go, so many things that are just a couple hours away, that kind of stuff. Just explore the area, know the area. Obviously you don't want to leave a place thinking like, oh, I could have totally done more, which I'm thinking about now because we're in Colorado now, but we're about to move to Germany, so there's a lot I want to do over there, like a lot I want to do over there. Obviously it's Europe, so yeah. So that is all I can think of right now. But if you have anything else, like I said, if you're a military spouse, you have anything else to add, go ahead and add it down in the comments below. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe, join the fam. I'm going to try and make a lot more military related videos soon, especially because we're going to be PCSing. My first PCS, I am really nervous about it, and yeah, but I'm excited. So anyways, I'm done rambling, I promise, but I hope y'all stick around, join the fam, like I said, subscribe, like this video if you liked it, and especially like this video if you want me to make more military related content. Ask me some questions, follow me on Instagram. This is my Instagram, I think it's over here, but this one, whichever one is on the side, I never know. Again, I hope y'all like this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!